So I'm an artist now. Okay, I see you, Cupcake. I see you. What up, everybody? I know you read the title. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to draw. Now, you might think that I'm not good enough or skilled enough or I'm not qualified to be teaching this type of information or anything. But honestly, this is just how I think you should learn how to draw. I mean, listening to me is your own opinion. It really don't make no difference to me, honestly. Okay, now that you have already clicked the dislike button, let's get right into the video. Now for step 0, you gotta figure out what you're gonna draw, right? So for this example, we're gonna just use this apple, right? Now, draw that apple, or whatever you wanna draw. Now you might be thinking, but Fire, I came to this video to learn how to draw, and you're telling me to draw something before telling me that? Well, let's say you try to draw the apple, and it turns out to look like this apple. Honestly, I see nothing wrong with this apple, but we're gonna go with that. Now, once you've drawn that apple, I want you to draw that apple again and again and over and over and over until you have no more space on that paper. And the goal is for you to get better whichever you draw. And if you don't get better and you actually get worse, then either try to draw something else or embrace that bad drawing. Find a way to turn that into your art style or turn it into something new, or I don't really know. And if you just really hate it and you just can't stand to look at it, then you can always just keep on drawing that apple over and over and over again. Draw every apple on the face of the earth. And if you have to use every single piece of paper on the face of the earth, do it. If you run out of paper to draw on the wall. No, I'm kidding. But keep on trying and trying and trying. And if that doesn't work, then maybe, I don't know. I am no professional after all, I'm sorry. Now, in case I was unclear, I'm gonna go through the process now. So, step 1, I found the picture that I wanted to draw and drew it. Step 2, after finding what I wanted to draw, I repeated that drawing process. And you can see I used up the entire page as mentioned. As you can see here, I drew a circle. Now you can see that I've drawn a bunch of different shapes, lines, etc. And this is my way of practicing line art, or at least getting better at it. Your way might be different, but this is my way. Now this next topic is going to be on how to draw hands. In my opinion, that's a very vague question, just like this title, how to draw. How to draw what exactly? To me, it's not how you draw hands, isn't more like what way do you draw hands? Like, do you want to draw hands realistically, cartoony, more like an anime? What anime? Drawing hands can be like a very difficult question. Like, even some professional artists, in my opinion, like the artists for Dr. Seuss, they don't really like put too much detail in their hands or anything like that and stuff. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm saying is not how to draw hands isn't a very good question. It's how I should draw hands like this. But that's just my opinion. But my only real advice for drawing hands is, do how I used to do and just, draw circles, or just refrain from drawing them at all by using sleeves, pockets, certain objects or pupils, etc. You don't really have to draw circles, but it's whatever you want to do to keep yourself from drawing hands until you're ready to do so. And practice drawing hands in your free time, or in some practice time, or whatever, and just let the skill grow onto you. And when you're ready to put into your actual art or whatever you're doing, then you can do it. But all I'm saying is draw circles until you can draw hands, and draw hands when you're comfortable with the way you can draw hands. And I'm not saying you have to draw circles, I'm just saying that was the best method when I was learning how to draw hands. And I'm not even that good at drawing hands. Well, I'm not. You get what I'm saying. I'm not the best at drawing hands. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. Yada yada yada. Next is line art. Now, for just a moment, let me tell you a quick fact. Lines don't exist. They're just something we use to make reality into like a drawing or something. I don't really know how to explain it, but what I'm saying is lines don't exist. Now, line art. Well, line art isn't something I'm the best at or very good at. What I typically do is draw in, like, you could say, strides. I never draw in a straight line or anything like that. I always am like dashing my pencil in small directions as you can see what I'm drawing. And like normally I'll just leave it that way and just like draw it digital or just trace over it digitally or something. But if you don't want to do digitally, you can always use a pen like I'm doing right now, which I don't typically do ever. Don't stress if you can't draw perfectly like other people can do. And yeah, that's my tip on line art. Anyways, to summarize my nonsense, just if you can't draw something, draw it over and over and over till you run out of stuff to draw it on. And then hands, try drawing circles or avoiding drawing them at all. And as for line art, how do I say this? Draw messy, then draw over, I guess. I don't know. I hope you understood this video more than I did, even though I'm the one making it. And thank you for spending 6 minutes of your time listening to me spit utter nonsense. Goodbye.